Old Friends by Paul Simon, and Simon and Garfunkel sang it. Do you know what vamping is? Oops. When a musician is doing this and they're playing live, this is called vamping. Let's say that you and I are just at a restaurant together. I'm performing and you are listening to the music. And I want to tell you a little bit about this particular piece. This is a piece by Paul Simon. It's called Old Friends. Old Friends. So this is vamping. And then when I'm ready to go, I just start. Old friends. Now I don't really know the melody, so I'm not going to try to sing it right now because I haven't really figured it out. I've been working on the tab for this. I'll put the link in the description of the video that I took this from because it was Paul Simon playing solo guitar instead of the recording, the original recording, and Art Garfunkel was with him and they were singing together. It was really quite lovely. So my tab is going to be based on that particular performance. I really like it. So they have this little, and then, and then it goes. And then there's this little note right there. It's an A note, which I didn't ever notice before on the original recording. Here's another example of a vamp. If I was going to play Old Man by Neil Young, I might do something like this. Have you ever been to a concert or see anything where the guitar player is playing something and you don't really know what they're playing? But as soon as you hear this, you know exactly what it is, right? It's like, Old Man, that's Old Man. I was analyzing this morning, and this is a D and a C together. They kind of clash, and then this is an F and an E, and it clashes. Right? Now, if I put my finger down, like if it was a D shape on the 5th fret, we get an F and an A and a C, and then we get a D bass. So really, that's really a D minor 7. But when he lifts up that finger right there and puts that E in there, and then he has that hammer on from that G to the C note, and he has that D add 9 to the D. So that's a vamp. I'm just playing around with. with the idea. How about this? So that would be an F chord. Oh, wait, F? Yeah, F chord. And then G chord. Now, Led Zeppelin. They did that in Over the Hills and Far Away, where they had an A chord with a D bass, going to a G chord with a D bass. So I'm getting off topic, aren't I? I could use this as a vamp. That A really doesn't work with that D minor 7 sort of an idea. But I like the G. How about that G chord, which is a D shape on the 7th and 8th fret. And then open that E up, and that would be a G6 with a D bass. Actually be, yeah, that's what it would be. So this one, if you call it a D minor 7, that would be a D minor, let's see, instead of the A, that would be the 5th. Take it down to E, so that'd be a D minor 7 add 2. We called it a D minor 9 though, didn't we? That's what we called it. That's right. The 9 and the 2 are really the same thing. All right, I'm gonna go. We'll talk to you in a little while. I'm gonna have a hangout for those of you who are members at Patreon or Subscribestar or are on my email list because you made a donation to me and you're on my email list, then you know where the hangout link is. So let's go hang out, have a lesson. If you show up and you have questions, I'm going to answer them. Kind of like a lesson, you know, like a group lesson. Don't be bashful. Come and hang out with me. All right, talk to you later.